share. All right, it is 9 o'clock. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We will run through this council agenda and prepare for our 10 a.m. council meeting. So we will start with approval of minutes. November 3rd, 2025, council organizational meeting. November 10th, 2025, 5 p.m. work session. November 10th, 2025, 6 p.m. council meeting. Anybody got anything? All right, approve monthly bills, approve October 2025 checks. Any questions? I do think it's important to know, y'all are probably all aware of this, but these are budgeted items. The checks were written last month. We are simply approving that the checks were sent out last month. So, all right, then we will set a public hearing. Ordinance 254618, approve pre-zoning request 1429-25 for 2.35 acres located at 2508 Gordon Terry Parkway Southwest. Set the public hearing for December 15th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Anybody got any questions? All right, we will have multiple public hearings. Resolution number 25315, approved request for lounge retail liquor Class 1 license for Brian William Hancock, doing business as Cowboys and Cowgirls at 3705 Highway 31 South, Decatur, Alabama 35603.
Y'all have any questions on that?
Have they met all?
They've met all their criteria and they're zoned correctly.
Okay. Any questions? Thank you. Resolution number 25260, approve abatement of unsafe conditions at 410 Railroad Street Northwest. Public hearing is set October 20th, 2025. Anything? All right, ordinance number 244594, approved zoning ordinance rewrite and zoning map. Public hearing was set on October 20th, 2025. I'm sure we will have more discussion on that in the meeting. Resolution number 25221, set public hearing for the abatement of unsafe conditions at 821 Austin Street Southwest. The public hearing was set October 6th, 2025. Resolution number 25222, set public hearing for the abatement of unsafe conditions at 813 Austin Street Southwest. Anything? All right, weed abatements. I will not read these individually, but if anybody has anything on weed abatements, no changes, all good. All right, resolutions. Resolution number 25328, acceptance of Lafayette Cemetery property. I don't know who's.
Yes, that's just an MOU where it's a very fine group, the Morgan County Historic Society. We're just going to work together. They're going to quick claim the property to us. There's one adjustment. We're going to change the mayor's name. This has been pending for some time, so we'll change that. It's already been done. It's just.
And if Parks and Rec, are y'all going to maintain? Is it Parks and Rec going to be responsible for maintaining the cemetery?
Which one?
Lafayette Street Cemetery.
To my knowledge.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
It's right over there by the old state bank.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Right
the old cemetery.
It's behind Sims.
Yeah. Behind Cemetery.
I've been over there a few times myself and Doug Williams out there. But yeah, I mean, to my knowledge, we keep maintaining.
And that's the counties now?
No,
No,
it's
it's the
Morgan County Historic.
It's a historic cemetery. I mean,
I know it's a historic cemetery.
No, it's a group. Judge Brennan was the president of it, and he of course, and now Phil Wiry is the president.
Yeah, they own it. They're going to deed it over to us.
Gonna deed it to us.
Maintain it, with the MOU.
but we'll maintain it as a cemetery. It's not going to be considered part of the downtown deal that's under scope with.
No, separately.
Yeah.
All right, resolution number 25329, award bid number 2533 to Core Construction Group for Princess Theater structural and roof repair, being the lowest responsible bidder.
Yes, we're going to make a change to that resolution. The bid tabulation is correct. The resolution has the higher number on it. We're going to make that adjustment. We just caught that.
Okay.
We're going to make that adjustment. But I will note that the roof was repaired in 2022. The engineers see no reason to have to get into that. They don't expect any problem. This is strictly a structural issue. And we're recommending Core Constructors as the lowest responsible bidder.
Okay. We just talk about that change in the meeting. Will you?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Resolution number 25-330, approve capital purchase of one tough-duty slope tractor for beautification department. Boutwell? Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
So this tractor is for our alley cutting, just to help efficiencies. What we did is we took out $50,000 that we had budgeted to hire a contractor for supplemental help. So we've already eliminated that, and it will be funded through the alley fee mowing designation.
So we're doing away with the contract team, we're going to do it in-house.
We already did away with the contractor 2 years ago. We paid them $144,000, all in-house, so.
Perfect.
Yep.
Daniel, I just want to thank you for always looking at ways to streamline things and make things more efficient. You've done a really great job.
Absolutely. Thanks, Daniel. All right, Resolution 25-331, approve grant application to Alabama Department of Environmental Management. Wanda?
Good morning, Wanda Tyler, Landfill and Recycling. Speaking of Daniel, we partnered with this particular grant application. As you know, every second Saturday we have a drop-off site at his facility at 1802 Central Parkway, where you're allowed to bring in hazardous waste, those things we don't want to put in the landfill, those things we shouldn't put in our sewer and also in the Tennessee River. So instead of always having that drop-off site, we collaborated and said we should have a centralized location. And what we're working on in regards to this grant is to have that centralized location at 1802 Central Parkway, which 4 days a week they will be open, and you'll be allowed to drop off those chemicals, the hazardous waste that are those, what we're calling a CHARM center, the Center for Hard to Recycle Materials. So that's what this is about. We're asking ADEM for $350,000 for this facility. The facility will be completely financed by the landfill, and that includes the staffing. And also, in this grant, we're asking for a roll-off dumpster because we do need containers in order to put these, these materials, this waste in. And so we're asking for a roll-off truck for his use for this facility.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay.
Anybody got any questions?
What happens to the materials after that?
Yeah, we have a bid right now. It's with Clean Harbors. Clean Harbors comes. Every second Saturday they're with us, but they'll come every other week and pick up those, the oil and the other hazardous waste and take it to their facility.
So it was mentioned that the possibility of electronics, which we don't do now, is that going to be a possibility, or does it depend?
It may be. It's very expensive to transport certain things like glass. And somebody's going to say glass. Glass is very expensive and hard to manage in regards to. So right now it would be just what we collect on those second Saturdays, but we may do other things. I know he has dreams for other things, so who knows?
He's always got dreams.
All right.
We're appreciative of his dreams.
All right.
All right,
Thank you.
All right, Resolution 25-332, approve rescheduling of public hearing for ordinance number 25-4621, rezoning request 1430-25 to December 15th at 10 a.m. I'm going to read the next one. I'll read these three together. Resolution 25-333, approve rescheduling of public hearing for ordinance number 25-4622, rezoning request 1431-25 to December 15th, 2025 at 10 a.m. And resolution number 25-334, approve rescheduling ordinance number 25-4623, pre-zoning request 1432-25 to December 15th, 2025 at 10 a.m. So that was
That was a typo on there in order to.
on the agenda. Was a date that we were not meeting, so this is just to clean that up. All right. Resolution 25-335, approve sponsorship for Jingle Boats for Christmas downtown. Mr.
Yes, that name was not created by me, but Mr. Allen came up with the Jingle Boats. Or Don. Sure. Good morning, council. What we're proposing here, through guidance from legal, we're asking that we have permission to be able to sell sponsorships for signs to potentially go around the barricades. I'm not sure if you've seen the tent being put up, but hopefully here shortly we'll have the Gleis attraction open. And the thought is that we could sell some sponsorships to local vendors and such to recoup some of the costs as it relates to the expense for this attraction during the Christmas season. The proposal is for, I'm not sure the size, but $500 per sign, and the signs will only hang during the season of when the Gleis attraction is on.
Roughly 3 foot by 8 foot, and they'll be hung, they'll be zip tied to the barricades, and they'll be in Christmas colors. The initial idea was we're ordering something for ourselves that has the Mary Mile logo and the Parks and Rec information on it. And they're going to be zip tied around the barricades to dress them up a little bit, so it's not just metal barricades. And then the idea kind of grew to, well, it'd be nice to fill it in, have more barricades covered. But for us to absorb that cost would be a lot. So we thought that it could be a good idea to sell sponsorships of local businesses to help address the barricades up as well.
All right.
Is there a maximum number of signs, or is it just whatever you can sell? I mean, it seems like.
Yeah, so roughly, we're looking, there's probably roughly about 60 barricades out there. So, I mean, it would obviously be limited to however many barricades we have. I don't imagine we would
Be a great problem to have.
But one thing that we discussed is we felt like this was an opportunity, if this legislation gets passed, this could open up opportunities for other departments as well as other entities in the city to explore avenues and find creative ways for funding. And even if it could be as far as us selling sponsorship for a baseball field, or UIS selling a sponsorship for one of their events, or other departments that are doing stuff with the city. So this is something that we put together specifically for the Gleis, but we were hoping that it maybe could pave the way for future conversations.
What we were hoping for from a policy standpoint is to get some feedback from you all on how we could do that without having to come to council every time. A lot of these things are time sensitive, and to have to come to council with a request for we're doing X for X every single time kind of makes things a little more difficult. We'll obviously do that, but just be thinking about giving some feedback to us to come out with a policy on us having the ability to create some revenues with a little more independence than council has. But again, we're good with coming every time if that's how y'all see fit.
So do you see doing this like for multiple events? Would this be the main thing that you would be looking for policy on, or would it be overall just?
Well, I think it would be, obviously it's going to be specific to each event, right? Like you think about the back to school jam, that's completely different than the Gleis, but we should have the ability to be able to go sell a sponsorship if someone wanted to do so without having to come to council and say, is that okay?
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I think the policy should be an umbrella with, what we have the right to do, but whether it would be a $500 for this or $200 for that, I think that's going to be specific to the event. Yeah.
And then obviously.
That's outside of this one. This one is just for.
Correct. All this is just for the Gleis, just for future conversation.
So what we'll do is if this gets approved and we move forward with this, we wanted to get feedback from you all, so that way we could put together another agenda item for the next meeting potentially that is a governing policy that all departments in the city can use. Mm-hmm. And I guess beyond any opinions on whether you want it to be a set rate or the rate fluctuate based off the event or based off the time of marketing.
Why don't y'all try to maybe look and see if anybody has something similar,
Okay.
have a conversation about it, and just bring something back.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ordinance number 254620, approve annexation. Number 38025, property located at 2508 Gordon Terry Parkway. That will be that ordinance's first reading. Ordinance number 252624, approve annexation request 38125, located on Benpool Road Southeast. Tom?
Good morning. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
Yeah, the applicant is just wanting to annex 4.9 acres in to build a residential home. We are asking for a pre-zoning of R2 single family.
R2?
For Ben Pool?
Okay. All right, if there's any questions, you can tell me that now, or we can talk about it more in the meeting. The last item will be the city council committee assignments. Everybody should have received those last week. We will not vote on those, but this is simply to put them on the public record. Any directors or anybody have anything to add before we, council, y'all good?
I have one question on the Fayette Creek Cemetery. So if I understand correctly, that's now going to be deeded to the city.
Correct.
So I was texting Aaron about it. He's under the impression that it's currently under,
Yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah.
So we're under the impression that it currently is under the Superior contract. So we've been paying to maintain it, even though it hasn't.
Has Superior been maintaining it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's a smaller footprint. Not a lot of grass grows in that area, but I don't know how well they've been maintaining it. Like I said earlier, like because I'll walk that area some, and limbs will fall, sticks. So I go in there and pick stuff up, but. I guess what I'm asking, do we want that to be, because right now we have a Parks and Rec crew that maintains Old State Bank and the park. And so my plan is for that to be put into that crew scope.
But I would say for you and Aaron to read the MOU, but it's a lot more than just weed eating. I mean, the gates and the fences and the access and the condition of it goes beyond keeping the grass cut and clean. So, I mean, my recommendation would probably be take it out of Superiors and that group handle it. But
I agree.
I would talk with Phil Wiry also just to get that input.
Yeah, because they'll be involved, and that's in the MOU that we would keep them in the conversations about the maintenance. They'll have some access, so there'll be something shared between Parks and Rec and the Historical Association to do that.
Okay. Sweet. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, we will reconvene at 10 o'clock. Thank you. right, it's 10 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order. All right, Daniel Boutwell will lead us in our invocation and pledge.
Let's pray. Our most kind and gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, Lord. We thank you for the blessings of life. And God, as we come together today, we ask you for your guidance, your wisdom. Would you bestow it upon our city and our leaders, Lord God, today? Lord, we just ask you that everything we do be pleasing in your sight. We love you. We thank you. Give you praise for all. In Christ's holy name we do pray. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call. Here.
Masters.
Here.
Atkins.
Here.
Worcester. Here. Fuller.
Here.
All right, before we move into public comment and the agenda, we have a very special proclamation. We've had a lot of proclamations, I guess, the last 5+ years. The previous administration, we had a couple last week, but I think this one's pretty special, so with that, I'll turn it over to the mayor.
Yes, very special. Whereas Herman H. Marks Jr. is being honored as we celebrate his 45th year of employment with the city of Decatur. And whereas he graduated from Austin High School in 1969 and continued his education at Auburn University, later transferring to the University of Alabama, where he completed his undergraduate studies and a law degree in 1976. And whereas Mr. Marks began his career in law with Mr. Jerry Knight in 1977, and on November the 17th, 1980, was appointed by Mayor Dukes as the city attorney for Decatur, Alabama. And whereas he has worked under 7 mayors with a total of 12 terms during his tenure with the city of Decatur. And whereas Mr. Marks has been a conscientious and trustworthy employee, and his service and dedication to the city and his citizens has set an example to all. And whereas we wish to acknowledge Herman H. Marks Jr. achievements and extend our sincere appreciation for his outstanding performance. Now, therefore, I, Kent Lawrence, as mayor of the city of Decatur, Alabama, do hereby deem it an honor and a distinct privilege to extend our congratulations on behalf of myself, the city council, and all city citizens for your loyal and dedicated service of 45 years to the city of Decatur. I'd like to call Herman's wife forward as we dedicate this to him and take a picture.
Yeah, just come over here.
Okay, thank you. Well, sometimes I get kicked.
You didn't sneak one by on me, did you?
Yeah. Oh, I get to hold this?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Very nice.
Here we go back. I get to keep that?
Yeah, you get to keep that.
Very good.
That's all you get for 45 years.
That's it. Hopefully there'll be some other things. Yeah.
Herman, congratulations. Really,
Thank y'all very much.
The city is very fortunate to have you.
Well, I appreciate the recognition. That's not what I relish, but I appreciate y'all's recognition. I really do. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate the opportunity to continue to serve. Yeah.
Just to kind of add on to that, the general public has no idea everything you put your hands on in this city, from council and mayors to looking at legal items and just being general support for council, mayor, and the entire administration. And personally, I want to extend my sincerest thank you, not only for always being there for us, but all the things you do for the city that nobody ever sees, and it goes unrecognized. So thank you, Herman.
Thank you. Good job. Mr. President, I would be remiss if I didn't. My wife came. I would not be where I am without her. 1972, we started that journey, and she helped us get through law school, and I will always be grateful to her for that. And I wanted to at least say that because she deserves that, and without her, I wouldn't have gotten where I got. All right, thank you.
Well, thank you, Herman. Before we begin, though, I do want to outline public comment for both the agenda-related public comment and the public comment at the end. Anyone wishing to speak should have signed in on a sign-in sheet with their name and address. Comments on agenda items will be heard before the first agenda item, and general comments at the end of the meeting. Each speaker will have up to 3 minutes. All remarks should be directed to the council in a respectful and constructive manner. By signing in, you're acknowledging and agreeing to follow the rules on the sign-in sheet. Please note that comments may or may not be addressed after your time ends. Public comment is an opportunity to share ideas and engage with the council in a positive and productive way. So we will move into the agenda. We did not have anybody sign in for agenda-related public comment. So we will move into approval of minutes. November 3rd, 2025 council organizational meeting. You want to take these as one? Can we take these as one? Okay. November 10th, 2025, 5 p.m. work session, and November 10th, 2025, 6 p.m. council meeting. All right, we have a motion by Mr. McMasters, a second by Ms. Wursler. Any discussion? All right, roll call. Aye.
McMaster.
Aye.
Atkins.
Aye.
Worsler. Aye. Fuller.
Aye.
All right, the minutes are approved with a vote of 5-0. Approval of monthly bills, approved October 2025 checks.
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. McMasters,
Second.
second by Ms. Wursler. Any discussion?
With the report that we got, could it be a little bit more itemized? Because like with one, check 21205 to Office Depot, is that, paper and pens, or is it like a credit card payment, or?
I would probably say if you have specifics, you can check with the CFO. They can usually get some more information.
Did some more from this one. She said the list of checks, and I gave her an explanation on any questions.
And just the way they run the report, I guess, is how this is pulled. But
That was 21205.
No, I was just using that as a hypothetical. 21205 is the actual check, but just as a hypothetical. And some of these, are these all monthly, or some of these like yearly, once a year?
Some can be once a year, yearly, some are monthly, it varies.
Okay.
yeah, for instance, our community contracts from the budget are in these checks that were paid out last month. And these are budgeted items. The checks went out, and we're approving the checks that went out last month.
And like the one Ms. Wursler reached out about, that was for something that was purchased or approved maybe months prior, the check had just now been processed. So sometimes it dates back a couple of months, depending on what the item is.
All right, any other questions? Good. All right, we have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster.
Aye.
Atkins.
Aye.
Worsler. Aye. Fuller.
Aye.
All right, the checks are approved with a vote of 5-0. Set public hearings. We'll set the public hearing for ordinance 254618, approved pre-zoning request 142925 for 2.35 acres located at 2508 Gordon Terry Parkway Southwest. Set the public hearing for December 15th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Everybody has any questions? We'll move into public hearings. Public hearings, resolution number 25315, approved request for lounge retail liquor, class 1 license for Brian William Hancock doing business as Cowboys and Cowgirls at 3705 U.S. Highway 31 South, Decatur, Alabama 35603.
They've met all criteria on this.
Okay. This is a public hearing, so if there's anybody from the public that would like to speak on this issue, you may speak now. All right, seeing there's nobody to speak, we will close the public hearing. Do we have a motion? We have a motion by Ms. Wursler, second by Mr. McMasters. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster. Aye. Atkins.
Aye.
Worsler. Aye. Fuller.
Aye.
All right, resolution number 25315 is approved with a vote of 5-0. Resolution number 25260, approve abatement of unsafe conditions at 410 Railroad Street Northwest. The public hearing was set on October 20th, 2025.
Yeah, Josh Sloan, Community Development. This is the old Sharpley's Funeral Home. It was left open, unsecured, and unfit for human occupancy. We received no word from the owner as far as action taken to abate the building, whether fix it or demolish it. New owner would be Decatur Project LLC. We request permission to move forward with demolition.
All right, this is a public hearing. If there's anyone here, you may speak now. All right, seeing there's nobody from the public, we will close the public hearing. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. McMasters,
Second.
second by Ms. Worsler. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster.
Aye.
Atkins. Worsler.
Aye.
Fuller.
Aye.
All right, resolution 25-260 is approved with a vote of 5-0. Ordinance number 244594 approves zoning ordinance rewrite and zoning map. Public hearing was set on October 20th, 2025. Mr. Bowman.
Yes, I would like to present to the City Council the zoning ordinance rewrite. This has been several years in the making with several iterations, and we believe that we're comfortable with moving forward with it. As I've perused the document, I've noticed some additional items and changes in zoning classes and condensing and things that would allow us to expedite the development process, such as the director having the ability to make variances within a certain threshold. It clearly outlines how we make decisions, our decision-making mapping process, how it would come from our office and go to the next office. So I think it's very valuable in leading our city in the way that we want to see our city grow and develop. And this is our roadmap. If we do not take on adopting this roadmap, we'll continue to be navigating ourselves through the weeds and through the forest. So I really believe that this document takes us where we want to go. It's a living, breathing document that will require additional work and amendments and text amendments and new ideas and so forth. But if we don't start on it, it'll take us forever to arrive at the place where we want to implement the One Decatur Comprehensive Plan.
All right, this is a public hearing. If there's anyone here from the public that would like to speak on this item, you may speak now. Let me close the public hearing. All right, with that, we'll close the public hearing. We'll get a motion in a second, and then we'll open up to Councilman Mayor. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Bullard, second by Mr. McMasters. All right, now discussion. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'd just like to mention that, like Mr. Bowman said, we've worked on this document for many years. And the zoning ordinance is a living document. You know, they're always changing with the times and with needs. There are a lot of things in this document that we currently don't have in our current zoning documents, such as landscape buffers, ADUs, additional dwelling units, standards. I'm just thinking of things off the top of my head. Standards for mini storage units. There's just a lot of things that our current ordinance does not have. We're way behind the time zone. And I think we really need to proceed with this document, and then we will constantly adjust it and make changes to make it a better document. The current ordinance that we've been on my whole time in planning, you know, there's been many changes to it as well. So this is normal for a zoning document to change.
Yeah, I mean, I'll kind of echo that. We've been under this last zoning ordinance for over 67 years. This ordinance we're voting on today has spanned 3 administrations. From the time it's been initiated, public comment, tweaked, retweaked, delayed for whatever reason. But, you know, we've got a director in place. I know we've all read it, feel comfortable with it. It is a living and breathing document, like you said. And, you know, I think we're all committed to, if we see something that, you know, sounds good on paper but doesn't work in the applicable sense, we'll adjust it. But it's time we get this new ordinance codified and get moving.
It's one additional statement that I want to add. I also feel that the time is right and it's impeccable for us to do a great implementation. It will allow us enough time to start at the beginning of the year, start meeting with different stakeholders to discuss it and refine it. And also we would like to eventually create some kind of committee we can meet with maybe once a month, gather their input, and then when we have amendments, bring it through the Planning Commission and bring it to the City Council.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, this has been a long time coming. It was the most talked about issue when we went through the position of a planning director. The past administration made that change to bring in a planning director. We talked about it heavily in your interview. We actually had some specifics and worked through it. So I'm excited about the new. I know there'll be some learning curves and things will change, but I actually think the new language is much clearer, much easier to understand. And I think there's a lot in there that actually protects our existing neighborhoods. We typically hear the same complaints when items come to us, but a lot of that will be addressed from the front end with the zoning rewrite. So I think it's a great ordinance. I'm looking forward to the implementation. And absolutely, we made multiple changes in the past administration to the zoning rewrite that was approved in 1958, long before me. And so we will obviously expect to make changes as needed as this comes online. So is there any other discussion? All right, roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster.
Aye.
Atkins. Worcester. Fuller.
All right, ordinance number 244594, approved zoning ordinance rewrite and zoning map public hearing was set on October 2025. That ordinance is approved with a vote of 5-0. Resolution.
Let me just mention January 1st.
Yes, sorry. Yep. That'll be in effect January 1. Resolution number 25-221, set public hearing for abatement of unsafe conditions at 821 Austin Street Southwest. This public hearing was set October 6, 2025. Josh?
Yes, if you don't care, I'm going to address both of these for 813 and 821. They're right here next to each other. They're also owned by the same folks who are now deceased. I believe we have been in contact with one heir of the property. There are several. These buildings have been determined structurally unsafe, open, unsecure, and unsafe to the point where collapse is imminent. We request your vote to move forward with demolition of both of these structures.
All right, this is a public hearing, so if there's anybody from the public who would like to speak to this resolution, you may speak now. All right, seeing no one's here to speak, we'll close. All right, we got a motion by Mr. McMasters.
Second.
All right, second by Ms. Worsler. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster.
Aye.
Atkins. Worcester.
Aye.
Fuller.
All right, resolution 25-221 is approved with a vote of 5-0. Resolution number 25-222 sets public hearing for the abatement of unsafe conditions at 813 Austin Street. This public hearing was set on October 6, 2025. Nothing to add.
Yeah, same as well.
All right, this is a public hearing, so if there's anybody from the public who would like to speak on this matter, you may speak now. All right, seeing there's nobody from the public, we will consider the public hearing closed. We have a motion by Mr. McMasters.
Second.
Second by Ms. Worsler. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster.
Aye.
Atkins. Worcester.
Aye.
Fuller.
All right, resolution 25-222 is approved with a vote of 5-0. Weed abatements, I will take all those together unless there's any objections. All right, we have a motion by Mr. McMasters.
Second.
Second by Mr. Atkins. Any discussion? All right, roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster. Atkins. Worcester. Fuller.
All right, weed abatements, which is A through L, are approved with a vote of 5-0. Resolutions. Resolution number 25-328, acceptance of Lafayette Cemetery property. We discussed this in the pre-meeting. They will be conveying this property over to the city, and we will then be maintaining it in coordination with the Historical Association.
Yes.
So we'll entertain a motion. We have a motion by Mr. McMasters.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bullard. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster.
Aye.
Atkins.
Aye.
Worcester.
Aye.
Fuller.
All right, resolution 25-328, acceptance of Lafayette Cemetery property is approved with a vote of 5-0. Resolution number 25-329, award bid number 2533 to Core Construction Group for Princess Theater structural and roof repair, being the lowest responsible bidder.
Morning, Jeremy Sherrill, procurement, partnered with our maintenance supervisor, Kurt Johnson, And these are the bid results for the structure and roof repair at the Princess Theater. We had a bid opening on October 16 with 2 responses. We are recommending Core Construction Group as the lowest responsible bidder. I would add that the bid tabulation that we originally provided was correct. The resolution has been updated thanks to Stephanie Simon, and we are recommending that for approval.
Thank you. Have a motion by Mr. McMasters.
Second.
Second by Ms. Wurzler. Any discussion?
Why, just out of curiosity, why is it coming out of unassigned instead of the property, enterprise? Is it the amount?
Yeah.
Or is it the Princess? Okay, all right.
All right, any other discussion? Clearly need to get this repaired. They have a lot of shows when maintaining the building is significant.
Yeah, I know Kurt is working with them over there for scheduling to try to keep as many seats available as we can during construction.
Great, thank you. All right, roll call.
Height.
Aye.
McMaster.
Aye.
Atkins. Worcester. Fuller.
All right, resolution number 25-329 is approved with a vote of 5-0. Resolution number 25-330, approved capital purchase of 1 tough-duty slope tractor for the beautification department. Mr. Boutwell.
Yes, good morning, council. Again, this is just to help us with efficiencies in our alley mowing and other areas of the city. We are going to use the alley fee mowing designation to pay for this.
So moved. All right, we have a motion by Mr. McMasters, second by Mr. Bullard. Any discussion? I would say, again, echo what Mr. McMaster says. Thank you for this, but I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about the alley maintenance and the responsiveness. Obviously, we can't see every alley all the time, but when there have been issues, your guys have been quick to respond. So we appreciate that.
We have a great team.
All right, roll call.
Height.
Aye.
McMaster.
Aye.
Atkins. Worcester. Fuller.
All right, resolution 25-330 is approved with a vote of 5-0. Resolution number 25-331, approved grant application to Alabama Department of Environmental Management.
Wanda Tyler, Landfill and Recycling. This is a grant application we're hoping that you approve for us to apply for. For $350,000, we would like to have a stationary, a permanent location for those hard-to-recycle materials, such as hazardous waste. Like I said before in the work session, this will help not only the initiatives that DU has for their sewer system, Carl has, in regards to our waterways, but also it diverts this hazardous waste from the landfills. So we're asking for your approval. Like I said, this will be a permanent stationary facility at 1802 Central Parkway, so it'll be centrally located, so residents can use it 4 times a week, and it will be financed continuously by the landfill.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. McMasters,
Second.
second by Ms. Wurzler. Any discussion? Go ahead.
You say 4 days, which 4 days?
Oh, for 10-hour days, it'll be Tuesday through Friday.
Tuesday through Friday.
And you said something, I just want to confirm, residential use.
Residential use, not commercial, yes. Yes.
Glad you pointed that out. All right, any other discussion? Roll call.
Height.
Aye.
McMaster.
Aye.
Atkins. Worcester. Fuller.
Thank
All right,
you.
Resolution number 25-331 is approved with a vote of 5-0. We hope to hear some positive news soon on that grant. Resolution 25-332, approved rescheduling of public hearing for ordinance number 25-4621, rezoning request 143025 to December 15th, 2025 at 10 a.m. We have a motion by Mr. McMasters. Second by Mr. Atkins. Any discussion? Roll call.
Height.
Aye.
McMaster. Atkins. Worcester.
Aye.
Fuller.
All right, resolution 25-332 is approved with a vote of 5-0. Again, these are the 3 that the date was wrong. The agenda was the date we didn't have a meeting. Resolution number 25-333 approved. We have a motion by Mr. McMasters. Second by Mr. Atkins. Any discussion? Roll call.
Height.
Aye.
McMaster. Atkins. Worcester.
Aye.
Buller.
All right, Resolution 25-333 is approved with a vote of 5-0. Resolution number 25-334, approved rescheduling ordinance number 25-4623, pre-zoning request 143225 to December 15th, 2025 at 10 a.m. Have a motion by Mr. McMasters,
Second.
second by Ms. Wurzler. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster. Aye. Atkins. Aye. Worsler. Aye. Buller.
All right, resolution number 25-334 is approved with a vote of 5-0. Resolution number 25-335 approves sponsorship for the Jingle Boats for Christmas downtown. Mr. Demeester.
Yeah, this resolution is just to authorize us to sell signs for sponsorships at the Jingle Boats for the Christmas downtown season.
All right, do we have a motion? So moved. We have a motion by Mr. Buller, a second by Mr. Atkins. Any questions? Discussion? All right, roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster. Aye. Atkins. Aye. Worsler. Aye. Buller.
All right, resolution number 25-335 is approved with a vote of 5-0. Ordinance's first reading, ordinance number 25-4620, approve annexation number 38025, property located at 2508 Gordon Terry Parkway. We will take that up on a future agenda. Ordinance number 25-2624, approve annexation request 38125, located on Benpool Road Southeast.
Tommy Williams with the Planning Department, and the applicant is asking for annexation of 4.9 acres. We are going to ask for a pre-zoning of R2 to match the surrounding land area, and he's want to build a single-family home.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. McMasters,
Second.
second by Ms. Wurzler. Any discussion? Roll call.
Aye.
Aye.
McMaster. Aye. Atkins. Aye. Worsler. Aye. Buller.
All right, ordinance 25-2624 is approved with a vote of 5-0. The next order is city council committee assignments. Those were sent out last week. That will put them on the public record. Before we go into public comment, is there anything from directors, anybody else? Director, good?
Yeah, there were a few questions asked last week during the council meeting. First question, during the November 10th council meeting, we received a question about engineering needs at the city landfill. To explain why we approved TTL for the engineering work, I want to address the question directly. Landfill construction is a highly specialized and tightly regulated. Each 14-acre cell must meet state and federal standards for liners, soil, drainage, and water quality. Firms like TTL have certified geotechnical engineers and environmental scientists who handle that work every day. Most cities, including Decatur, contract this service because it ensures compliance, accuracy, and an independent oversight without the ongoing cost of maintaining a full-time engineer on staff. For example, hiring just one qualified geotech engineer can cost the city between $170,000 and $250,000 per year plus benefits. Outsourcing keeps us compliant and cost-effective for our residents while ensuring the work meets all ADM and federal requirements. And we construct a landfill cell about every 4 to 5 years. The second question, also from last week's meeting, we received a couple of questions about a resolution 25-300, the adjustments of our capitalization threshold. I wanted to take a minute to explain the city's thinking so everyone understands why this proposal was made since for the council's approval. The city's capitalization threshold haven't been updated in roughly 20 years. The finance department under CFO Kyle Demeester and Director Don Runner recommended these adjustments to bring Decatur in line with standard accounting practices used by other cities of our size. The current amount of 7,500 limits dates back a decade, when cost of materials and labor were much lower. These changes modernizes our financial reporting and reduces unnecessary record keeping for small items that are still tracked internally. This improves efficiency without reducing accountability. Most cities compared to the size of Decatur already have made similar updates. For building improvements, our new amount is $40,000, and that averages other cities from $10,000 to $50,000. Infrastructure, ours is $100,000, and other cities are anywhere from $25,000 to $100,000. Equipment and vehicles, we went to $10,000, other cities are $3,000 to $10,000. And intangible assets, ours is $20,000, where other cities are anywhere from $25,000 to $50,000. So our approved thresholds keep us well within the range. It is a practical step to streamline financial operations, align with best practices, and maintain strong internal controls. And then the third question was asked about center line reflectors on Danville Road, and I talked with the street department, and they said that we are missing them, so I instructed them to put those in. And I appreciate any questions, and we'll try to keep them answered each time.
All right, thank you, Mayor. We will move into public comment. We have one signed in. Ms. Bradley?
Before I get started, I appreciate you, Mayor, looking into that on Danville Road, because it gets pretty scary for me at night. Anyway, I just want to read something here today. I must say, it was very disappointing to see no change in the response from council last week. I would hope that the set tone, as I saw it, was not encouraged by the previous council. We can't do a repeat. You all really need to have a little bit more compassion. I'm concerned with the inability to have compassion for people who are hurting because of the ones here to serve and protect us. I've been in this fight for Steve for 2 years, and I didn't even know him. John Scott, however, I did know. A man who I give much credit into why I have such prospering children. He poured positivity into them even when he was mentally breaking down. The community owes him, I owe him, the city officials owe him. It's heartbreaking and overwhelming to feel so helpless. The last meeting put me in a place of discomfort. It's time for a real change, but we can't do the same thing and expect different results. As you see with John Scott, the family has not attacked, yet instead have been very quiet and asked as asked by the DPD, but it hasn't gotten us anywhere. I say that to say this, as the council, maybe you all can figure out a different approach. Sitting and staring with no type of compassion for the life lost is insane, disrespectful, and it speaks volume, whether you see it or not. I'm asking you to have a little bit more compassion for the family, if nothing at all. You all committed to bridging the gap, but you won't get good results from the community with the same response. It's almost as if you have no regards to human lives that were taken unjustly. It's unfortunate. When I speak, it's with emotion, and sometimes that overpowers the point I try to make. As far as the police go, I understand the DA is handling the criminal side, but everyone is avoiding my question about due process for employment. That is not in the DA's hands, and I've been inquiring since April with no clear answer. At my job, due process, depending on the magnitude of the issue, verbal warning, written, final, termination, but it can go straight to termination if deemed sufficient. What is Decatur Police Department's due process? Nobody will make that clear. Why wouldn't it be suspension while under investigation when a life is lost? Specifically for all cases, not specific cases. It seems like they're picking and choosing. That makes sense to keep the community safe. Look at us now. Yet once again, an individual has been shot. So many questions. But I won't get into that. Clearly, on the scanner, he was going, okay, I won't get into all that. We'll miss that. DPD has a culture problem, and changing the chief doesn't fix it if these officers are still carrying on the same way. It's disheartening, it's scary as a black woman with a black son who, just like LJ, is not a thug, just a large black man that intimidates some. But he works hard and he stays out of trouble. However, every time he leaves out the door, I worry. It's so hard for people to understand something that they've never experienced. I hate to even sound so cruel, but if it were these little trigger-happy kids that are out here shooting, on all honesty, you probably wouldn't hear from me. It's not, though. It's pillars in the community, good men, the kind you want your children encouraged by, and it hurts. Sign the brokenhearted. Justice for LJ.
Thank you, Lisa. And I appreciate you, and I had some email, and I appreciate the conversation we got to have. So is there anything else from council? All right, the next council work session will be held on November 24th, 2025 at 5 p.m. The next regular council meeting will be held on December 1st, 2025 at 6 p.m. If there's nothing else, we are adjourned. Thank you.